The story begins with a cash pickup truck driver named Travis. One day, while at the bank, he met a young woman named Zoe. Zoe handed Travis a folded note and told him to read it. Travis immediately thought she was there to rob the bank, so he pulled his gun on her. But Zoe calmly told him to relax and just read the note. When Travis unfolded it, it was simply her phone number. The two went out on a date. Travis thanked her for not reporting him to the police, and Zoe invited him back to her hotel room. The scene then shifts to another driver, Russell. Today was Russell's 25th wedding anniversary. He and his wife, Natalie, had planned to celebrate by having dinner at the same place they went on their very first date. Early that morning at 4 a.m., Russell left for the company base. Around the same time, Travis was leaving Zoe's hotel and heading to work as well. Russell carried a ring in his pocket for the occasion. But before he could start his regular shift, his boss assigned him a job far out of town. Russell explained that it was his anniversary and he couldn't go so far today, but his boss wouldn't listen. And so, the only person joining Russell on this run was Travis, coming straight from his night with Zoe. The two climbed into the armored truck. Russell hoped they could finish the job within 9 hours. Travis bragged about being an amazing driver, even claiming he had aced the Metro PD driving test. Russell smirked and told him, "If that were true, you'd be a cop right now, not here." Travis had brought his own lunch, but the smell of his food quickly filled the truck, and it wasn't pleasant. The scene then cuts to two men, Banner and Miguel. They worked under Zoe, who was leading a heist. She explained the plan. In just a short while, an armored truck would pass through a 100-mile, no-network zone. Their mission was to get inside within 70 minutes and steal $60 million. Meanwhile, Travis and Russell were on their pickup route, headed straight toward that same dead zone. On the road, the two drivers talked. Russell revealed that he was planning to start a new career soon. Travis questioned if it wasn't a little too late for that. Just then, Travis received a call from their boss, Clark. Clark had learned about the incident at the bank, how Travis had pulled a gun on a woman. That woman's bank had now blacklisted Clark's company, and because of it, Clark fired Travis on the spot. Clark told him, "Your dream of becoming a cop will never come true. After this, no one will hire you." The words hit Travis hard. He thought of himself as a complete loser. His entire family had been in the police force, but he had failed to become an officer. Suddenly, two cars pulled up behind their truck. It was Zoe's crew. Russell and Travis noticed they weren't trying to overtake. Zoe emerged from her car's sunroof and called out to them. She promised that if they stopped the truck, they wouldn't be harmed. But here's the problem. They were in a no-network zone, completely cut off from help. Russell began wondering how these people even knew their exact route. Both drivers realized that even if they stopped and handed over the money, the gang would probably kill them anyway. They kept going. That's when Zoe's men threw tear gas into the truck. Travis's vision blurred, and the truck veered off-road. The gang punctured a tire, but in the chaos, Travis's erratic driving accidentally caused their two pursuit vehicles to collide with each other and skid off the road. Russell and Travis pushed forward, determined to make it out of the dead zone at full speed. But with their tire damaged, the truck slowed down. They pulled off-road to change it. Travis calculated that Zoe's crew would reach them in just 4 minutes. At the same time, Zoe spotted the side road from the highway and realized exactly where they were. Travis saw their cars approaching. They quickly jumped back into the truck and took off. Wanting to show off his driving skills, Travis suggested using a police maneuver to spin their vehicles out. But in trying this, he made a critical mistake. He got their truck stuck between Zoe's two cars. Miguel jumped out of one car and leaped onto the truck. Travis swerved, trying to throw him off, but it didn't work. Banner slammed the brakes on his car, forcing the truck to slow down. Miguel pulled out a flame torch and began cutting through the truck's door. Russell leaned out the side window and fired at him, managing to hit Miguel's helmet. But in the struggle, Russell dropped his gun, and Miguel's ammunition ran out. Travis and Russell decided it might be best to just hand over the money. But when they opened the truck's cargo, it wasn't stacks of cash, just random items. Frustrated, Russell kicked the truck's door open himself. Miguel grabbed the edge and held on. Russell began tossing what little cash they had out in front of the attacker's car. Then, Spotting an opportunity, he deliberately grabbed a pack of dime money and hurled it straight at Banner's windshield. The pack exploded in a burst of ink, blinding the driver. Russell didn't stop there. He threw another dye pack right through Banner's sunroof. The moment it detonated, Banner's car swerved violently off the road and crashed. But in that chaos, Miguel managed to climb inside the truck. Just then, Travis's walkie-talkie caught a brief signal. He shouted into it, "Clark, we're under attack." But the connection died almost instantly. Inside the truck, Russell fought Miguel hand-to-hand and detonated another pack of dime money right on him, coating him in bright ink. Now, only Zoe was left. Russell hurled a heavy bag filled with coins onto her car, causing an explosion that sent her vehicle off course as well. Both drivers felt a wave of relief. They thought they were finally in the clear. But Zoe wasn't in that car. She was already inside the truck. She forced Russell and Travis to drive to an abandoned shack. Once inside, she removed her helmet, and that's when Travis remembered. The night before, in casual conversation, he had told Zoe everything: his route, his partner's name, even the truck's speed, without realizing the danger. Panic set in. If Zoe revealed that he was the one who spilled the details, Russell would kill him. But Zoe stayed quiet. She searched both of them, finding a ring in Russell's pocket. She told him she'd give it back once the job was done. Zoe explained that since they had taken out her two partners, she now had to complete her $60 million plan with them instead. But Russell told her there was no $60 million, just $30,000 in the truck. Zoe said she wasn't after the money, she just wanted their truck. Later, off to the side, Travis begged her, "Please, don't tell Russell I told you everything." Here we got to know that the phone number Zoe had given him was fake, as Travis tried calling her afterward and couldn't reach her. At that same time, the two dye-covered goons regrouped. They realized Zoe had abandoned them. And once they finally exited the no-network zone, Zoe told Travis to call their depot and say everything was fine. Right then, Zoe's phone rang. It was Natalie, Russell's wife. Zoe instructed Russell to call his wife and cancel their anniversary dinner. When he did, Natalie was furious. After hanging up, Zoe made her own call. She had already placed someone to keep Natalie under surveillance. They then arrived at a mechanic's shop. Zoe told the mechanic the plan had changed and asked if he could get the truck ready in time. He said it would take about an hour. Leaving the mechanic, Zoe showed Russell a video of Natalie, threatening him to follow her orders exactly. The group stopped for lunch at a restaurant. Over the meal, Zoe laid out her plan in full. They were going to rob a casino. Every Monday, she explained, a casino sent out a truck carrying $60 million in cash. Her idea was to arrive 15 minutes early with their own truck and steal everything. Russell argued that it wasn't so simple. The casino's pickups were always handled by the same familiar faces. Any new ones would raise suspicion. Zoe told him they'd have to play their parts perfectly so no one suspected a thing. She tied Russell's hands and took Travis with her to the restroom, saying she needed his uniform. When she saw his underwear, she smirked, recognizing it from the night they met. "You haven't changed since then?" she teased. Meanwhile, Russell broke a cup, using the shard to cut himself free. Zoe saw that he had run off, and Russell caught her in the middle of the road. Travis then took Zoe's gun, but she quickly pulled out a second weapon and demanded he return it. And he did. Russell immediately realized, "You're working with her, aren't you?" Zoe came clean, telling Russell she was the same woman from the bank and that Travis hadn't done anything intentionally to help her. All three got back into the truck. Russell, still furious, told Travis, "You never suspected anything? You just told her everything?" The two started arguing. Meanwhile, back at the mechanic's garage, Banner and Miguel arrived. They demanded to know where Zoe was. When the mechanic refused to talk, Banner shot him dead. While Travis and Russell were mocking Zoe for trying to steal, Zoe told them that her dad had worked as security in this casino for 17 years. But one day, when a fire broke out in a restaurant, the casino's vault failsafe system was triggered. In just a short time, the oxygen in there started running out. In all that chaos, Zoe's dad managed to get everyone else out, but he couldn't save himself. Instead of giving the family any compensation, the casino owners said, if he hadn't been playing the hero to save everyone, he would have survived. Zoe says, "I was 12 back then. And now, I'm going to take everything from this casino. Just then, Russell's wife Natalie walked in. She had tracked Russell's location and followed him here. Zoe brought her into the truck at gunpoint. Russell was shocked, wondering how Natalie had gotten past Zoe's men. Zoe told him, "There were no men, just my cousin." After that, everyone took the truck straight to the casino. They were 15 minutes early, so the security guards got suspicious and checked their tag. It matched a pickup truck. Zoe and Russell got down from the truck to enter the casino. The guard asked where the regular crew was. Russell replied, "They had mental health therapy today. Some thieves attacked their truck. The people survived, but one thief got killed." The guard scoffed, "Who in their right mind attacks an armored truck?" Zoe and Russell went ahead to collect the cash, but a Roman Reigns shoot was going on there, slowing things down. Zoe feared the real truck might arrive any minute. So she told Roman Reigns that another fighter upstairs was bad-mouthing him. Roman got furious and stormed off to confront him. Zoe and Russell quickly grabbed the money and left. But on the way out, someone recognized Zoe, saying he knew her father and that her dad had died a hero. Hearing that, Zoe stayed silent and walked off with the cash. While they were leaving with the money from one side, the real truck arrived from the other. Russell quietly drove their truck away, and Zoe led them to a secluded spot, saying she had hidden a getaway car there. But suddenly, Banner and Miguel attacked. The crash knocked everyone unconscious. When they woke up, they saw Miguel pouring petrol on them. He was about to set the whole truck on fire. Banner had Zoe in his grip and even took Russell's ring from her. He was about to kill Zoe when Russell told Travis to reverse the truck. Travis did it, saving Zoe. Zoe then fought Banner, and in the gunfire, Banner accidentally shot Miguel. Zoe escaped with the car, while Banner grabbed Natalie and shoved her into another vehicle, saying, "You're my insurance policy." While Russell and Travis ran over Miguel and headed straight toward Banner. Banner was behind Zoe. Moments later, the police were right on Russell and Travis's truck. After that, a gunfight broke out between Zoe and Banner. Travis then got a call from Clark, asking where they were. Clark told him that a pickup truck had already been stolen by some robbers who fled. But after watching TV, Clark realized those robbers were none other than Russell and Travis. Banner opened fire on their truck, but the bullets hit the police cars following behind. Zoe suddenly swerved off the highway onto another road, with Banner right on her tail. A heated car chase began between them. Zoe slammed the brakes and pulled over to the side. Banner's shots ignited their truck, and Travis rammed into Banner's car to stop him. Travis and Russell jumped out of the truck and landed right on Zoe's car. Zoe drove straight toward Banner, determined to save Natalie. But Banner started shooting again, and Zoe's bullets had already run out. Just then, Natalie woke up and started beating Banner with a gun. Russell and Natalie embraced each other. Zoe asked Travis if he wanted to come with her. Travis said no, just go. She drove away. Russell then retrieved his ring from Banner and put it on Natalie's finger. Right then, the police arrived. Russell and Travis surrendered and told them everything. Travis was worried Russell might tell the police that he was the one who told Zoe everything, but Russell didn't. The scene shifts 6 months later. Zoe was in Bali when she got a call from Travis, saying he'd worked hard to get her number. By this time, Travis was in the police academy. He asked if there was still something between them. Zoe replied, "To find that out, you'll have to come to Bali." Meanwhile, Russell had started a new career. That day, he received a package. Inside was money Zoe had sent him. And with that, friends, the story comes to an end. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.